growing up under such environment, we were raised up understanding that we live under the spirit of amadlozi. So amadlozi or idlozi, it's when someone we've been living with died or passed away. And according to our culture, we don't believe that that person has perished. We believe that he has departed, and we have to do a certain ritual so that that person can come back and live with us and to give protection, guidance. Sometimes we relate to him or her through certain rituals. Then when we see things appeased, then we know that everything is going fine with that spirit of us ancestors. That's how we relate to the amadlozi spirit, according to our Zulu culture. Concerning about these rituals, there is also this one, we call it ukucaba. So when they do this ukucaba, they cut you on your body, then they take certain medicine and then they smear it on your body so that you can become strong. It's like when the child is youngly born, say it's an infant, that infant is not allowed to go outside before this thing has been done. So now if that thing has to be done, so it means they are trying now to make you to be strong so that you can face other spiritual realms that you are going to face outside there, because they believe if you are not being cut, then you will be weak, you will be easily influenced, and then you will get sick, even to the point of dying if you have not yet done it. So I went through such rituals. They've done it while yet I was an infant. Then the way of my growing up, when I grow up, they used to repeat again. Even when it's summer comes, then you know that now it's going to be this issue of thunder. Then you must do again this ritual. They call it bayakuqinisa. So they make you strong, so that even when there is lightning and all this thing, you will not get easily affected and be struck by the lightning. So that is how it was done, this cutting ritual. Also, it was the mean and the way of withstanding other evil spirit by so believing. That's how they do it, this cutting. So because by then, when my grandmother has got this issue maybe of idlozi that is troubling her in the midnight, we wake up, beat the drums for her, then we hide something for her, then she goes and pick it up where it is. Then she started to introduce me there now. They say, now we are going to hide something for you, go and pick it up. So when I managed to pick it up, then I saw and I felt that now even to the children of my age, I will become the great Inyanga. And I was hoping to be the Inyanga of the world. The thing which drew me deeper into this, it was my dreams. Because as early as 12 years, I used to have strange dreams. And then when I share it with my siblings, then you find that in most cases they do come to pass. Then that is where my father sensed that maybe I am more in the things of the Sangoma spirit. So that's where he decided to attach me more to my grandmother. So then I get closer to her, but I was not so sure about whether I am going to be the Isangoma. But what I was sure about, it was the issue of the Inyanga, because I know how to mix medicines now. Then when I started to look for work, just left my father, and then I came here at Louwsburg to seek for work. I used to go also to Vryheid, but here at Louwsburg I was staying with the Gradual Zulu, who is my best friend. He also was my teammate. So then while I was just seeking for job opportunities, maybe as far as Escort, Newcastle, then the station commander of that time, he picked me up. He saw that because I was playing also for the police force team, he saw me there and he said to me, no, come to the police station, we've got a space for reservist. Then I came and played for the police team. Then I ended up going to the Zionist Apostolic Church. There they say to me, no, you know what, you've got a very strong isithunywa. So now you must undergo the initiation so that you will become a prophet. While I was still struggling with all this, I was still feeling this emptiness inside of me because I was still waiting for the guidance from the ancestors to guide me if they want me to be the Isangoma, because I was still feeling comfortable about becoming Isangoma. Then afterwards, I said to myself, okay, since it's going to be that way, let me wait for them. If they tell me what to do, then I will follow. After committing my life to Christ, I felt like as if I was at peace with myself. I felt like the burden is lifted off my shoulder. I felt like I can move the mountains. Then I came back from that convention. I go back to the Zionist, and then I tried to testify and said to them, I'm born again, I've accepted the Lord as my personal savior. And then the pastor called me aside and he said, no, we don't do this here. That thing of salvation is for those who turn their back against their ancestors and the Amadlozi. So here we don't do that, we don't get born again. Yet I was surrounded by persecutions and hardship over my life. And then so fortunate enough, God sent Pastor Mandla Nxumalo. When he came here, I was having some troubles because according to my temperament, I'm a person who is a perfectionist. So I wanted to do things nicely and in an orderly manner. So then I joined the evangelical church. Then that is where Pastor Nxumalo, he used to borrow me books, teach me this and teach me that, explain some other things nicely to me so that he can ground me now on the word and also to persevere on the way. So then at the same year, 1998, the tent was pitched here. So they evangelized and then they touched this issue of Amadlozi and isithunywa because I was not clear about isithunywa. Then they clarify it. Now I knew that the very same isithunywa is the devil masquerading himself, turning himself into an angel of light. Yet he knew that it's still the same devil who is operating with Amadlozi. Then they made it clear, and then I said to myself, that is it. Then I started to move on, and then I started to grow now in the Lord. And then I knew that now this issue of isithunywa really is the devil himself.